2 years late and $20,000 more expensive. Is a Tesla Cybertruck the laughingstock of the truck community? Or is it only a matter of time before Tesla's Cybertruck puts a big fat dent into the big three's pickup trucks? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. We're going to talk a little Cybertruck today. That's the hot topic in the trucking community. If you're new to the channel, my name's Kirk. I talk about the industry, auto news, new cars. I review cars. I got a Bronco sitting in the driveway to review this week. And before we get this video kicked off, comment down below if you think this Cybertruck launch is a bigger disappointment or bigger fail, however you want to use your words. Do you think it's a bigger letdown than when the Toyota BZ4X launched and the wheels were falling off? What do you think is a bigger misfire over automotive news? I want to pick out some quotes here that they are quoting from, isn't that kind of like the Wayne Gretzky thing? Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Anyways, Musk is taking a shot here. We have a car here the experts said was impossible. The experts said would never be made. He goes on to say that he thinks it's their best product, and I think it's the most unique thing on the road. It's hard to disagree with that. And finally, the future is going to look like the future. Gene Munster gets me hungry for some cheese. But he says he's been waiting 4 years for the Cybertruck and he's disappointed in the price. He has a reservation. He doesn't know if he's going to follow through with that reservation. And he thinks he's going to wait a couple of years for the price to come down. So Cybertruck has launched. It's in low volume initially. No surprise. They want to sell over I think it's like 250,000 per year. How long is it going to take to get to that sort of volume? Maybe after 2025. Here are the things I'm most excited about the Cybertruck before we talk about the market and its competitors and buying power, stuff like that. For me, I think these two things are the most exciting aspects of the Cybertruck as an electric pickup truck. It needs to set itself aside differently. Of course, having access to the supercharging network, which everyone is going to in the next year or two anyways. But as a truck, you want it to be durable. And the stainless steel exoskeleton, I know there'll be endless tests on YouTube on people trying to dent their Cybertruck, which objects, which speed, which force is going to cause the Cybertruck panel to deform. I'm also excited about the shatter-resistant armor glass. Now, we know that was a big fail when they revealed it. They were throwing like metal ball bearings at it and immediately broke the glass. And it is acoustic. And that's the thing with Teslas. They're loud. I haven't been one in a while, but they have a lot of road noise. They have a lot of wind noise, and they have a lot of reverberation going on the inside because there's so much glass. The roof on most Teslas is glass. So that is more of like that echo chamber effect. So having acoustic glass here in the truck is going to be awesome. All right, outside of those two things, there's nothing about the Cybertruck that has surprised me or gets me excited about it. The design is not my cup of tea. If you guys like triangles and cardboard, which this looks like it's made out of, let me know down below. I think I couldn't be seen in this truck. At least regularly. I'd like to test it out, but yeah, what do you guys think of the design? It would be an absolute no buy for me. So rear wheel drive, it was supposed to come out, ladies and gentlemen, as a $40,000 pickup truck. So let's go and pull up the original pricing here so we can compare and contrast. Cybertruck that was originally advertised as, and Cybertruck in reality. All right, so 250 miles of range. They're delivering on that. 7,500 plus towing capacity for the base model. Well, we actually don't have those numbers. At least I'm not aware of those numbers. And 0 to 60 in less than 6.5. Well, while now in reality, they're saying at 6.5. 0 to 60 is going to be plenty of fast. Under 7 seconds for something this enormous is still really fast. So that doesn't bother me. The range is fine. Problem is, this was supposed to be a $40,000 pickup truck. Now it is about $62,000 after destination. So, all right, moving on to the next one. The dual motor all-wheel drive was supposed to be a $50,000 pickup truck. It is now an $80,000 plus, right? After destination, it's going to be about $81,000 plus, $82,000, somewhere in there. It is not delivering in 2023. Okay, so nor is the rear-wheel drive. I kind of skimmed over that. So the most affordable truck will be available in 2025, 2 years from now, well, or less, right? We're at the end of 2023. So less than 2 years from now at a much more expensive price point. All-wheel drive model. Yes, it's fast as hell, 340 miles range. This would be the one I would be most interested in if I was getting a Cybertruck. Who needs to do 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds in like something that weighs as much as a bus? Okay, that's really dangerous. And who needs to go 130 miles an hour in this truck, right? All right, so that's my opinion. I think the Cyber Beast is an instant skip for me. Let me know down below what I think this is the tri-motor. That's what they advertised it as all those years ago. Now, full self-driving, is that even mentioned? It's not even mentioned. Okay, so full self-driving is not even a box I can tick. It's probably not ready yet. All right, and when it is ready, it's going to be more than $8,000 because everything else is more than what we saw advertised here. So we're going to look at some of the competitors. We also have the spreadsheet. Don't worry, we'll do the spreadsheet, but let's do the nice configuration here for Rivian. I see Rivian's nearly daily down here in South Florida. It's definitely an eye catcher, and it's a handsome truck. I would be happy to drive a Rivian based off its looks. Cybertruck, not for me. If you are a type of person that needs to have all eyes on you all the time, then the Cybertruck is probably the most, like, the Bronco is that for me this week. And that's something I don't want all the time. So if you're into that all eyes on me mentality, then the Cybertruck is probably worth the money for you and maybe waiting. But all right, Rivian, you can get it in dual motor, 2 different versions of quad motor. And then the F-150 Lightning, I had the builder up. I think I lost it. But the F-150 Lightning comes in multiple configurations. We have the base dual motor. Actually, they're all dual motor. It's either 452 horsepower or 580 horsepower with a lot of torque. All of these trucks are going to have tons of torque. There's also the GMC Hummer EV, which, it is very expensive like all these are too. So I guess you can throw it in there. But here's the thing. The range on the F-150 Lightning is very comparable to the Cybertruck. The Rivian has the advantage here in the top trim, offering up to 400 miles of range. And yes, the Cybertruck can tow 11,000 pounds in the top trim, but guys, towing, if you're buying an electric truck to tow, your range is going to plummet. It could be halved, depending on how fast you're going, depending on how much you're pulling, depending on the grade, if you're going up mountains, stuff like that. Don't recommend towing in an electric truck. It's just the technology is not there yet, nor is it infrastructure. It can be done, but you're making your life way harder than it needs to be. What I think these trucks are good for, if you are using it as a work truck, is to use the charging aspects as best as possible. If you're bringing a lot of power tools with you, you have all that capability in these sort of trucks to top those batteries off on your power tools. But you can do that now with hybrids as well. If we look at the new Tacoma with the hybrid powertrain, up to 2,400 watt power outlet on there, which is pretty impressive for a hybrid. So it's not going to be exclusive to these electric trucks for very long. I know the F-150 hybrid has that sort of capability too. So why am I not impressed with the Cybertruck? Well, it doesn't do anything that the other trucks don't already do. It just looks really funky. Yes, it has ride height control. It has adaptive variable suspension, but none of that is going to sway me. The only thing about the Cybertruck, like I said, is a bulletproof glass. It's not bulletproof. It's just the more shatter resistant proof, as well as the exoskeleton with the stainless steel. I would put a wrap on this, and yeah, you would still have a very durable dent-proof stainless steel body panels across it. So what I wanted to do is rehash what's going on in the truck market, the EV market across the United States, where the Cybertruck will be sold. Okay, it's built in alongside the Model Y down in Austin, Texas, at the headquarters where Tesla is here in North America. All right, the F-150 Lightning is one of the slowest selling used cars on the market today. And I want to show you what's going on. So top 10 slowest selling used cars, October 2023. And this isn't EVs. This is all cars, right? Because we have Maseratis on this list that drop like a brick. F-150 Lightning is taking 2.5 months to sell when it's seen as a used vehicle. It's taking 60% longer to sell it as a used car compared to the average of all used cars. And check out how many EVs on this list. EV6, F-150 Lightning, Polestar 2. Okay, so 3 out of the top 10 slow-selling used cars are EVs. Let's go to F-150 Lightning for used EVs. Okay, it is the second slowest selling used electric vehicle in the market, the F-150 Lightning. 50% slower than your average used EV. So the used F-150 market, F-150 Lightning market is really bad right now. However, if you have a new one, it's selling really fast. Check this out. It's selling about 30% faster than your average brand new EV for new F-150 Lightning. So they're able to move them on the new market. They're not able to move them on the used market. So if you guys can understand what might be going on there, let me know. I guess there are incentives. There are probably bigger incentives to buy a new one compared to a used one. The F-150 Lightning, here's the cheapest one in my area. Starts at $52,000. That's the Pro model, the base model. Remember, this was supposed to start around $40,000 as well. But look, you can get one for $47,000, right? There's a huge price cut going on these. This one's $7,000 off of MSRP. So you can find price cuts going on F-150 Lightnings, which is also going to hurt the Cybertruck. And with the Cybertruck now out, you can use that as maybe bargaining power when you go to the Ford dealership, which I know most of you would not want to go to a Ford dealership. You'd rather just order your Rivian or Tesla online. So with the F-150 selling pretty poorly, or the F-150 Lightning selling pretty poorly on the used market, interest rates really high. You have the expected pricing of the Cybertruck to start in the low, around $40,000, and now it starts around $62,000, and you can't get those $62,000 models until 2025 at the earliest. You know, I think Elon's going to keep the production volume very low on the Cybertruck. He has like $1 million $100 reservations for this truck. That's free money he's held on to and used as an investment for these past 2 or 3 years. But he has a ton of reservations, and he's going to get as much money as he can, as long as he can, on the most expensive trims. He doesn't want to come out with that, $80,000 model anytime soon. So he wants to keep the Cyber Beast as the only model available. It makes sense. At least that's what I would be doing if I was him, until you are seeing a huge drop in demand on the Cyber Beast model. I guess we can go to that model real quick. Once you see a drop here, we'll see, I know it says deliver in 2024, but I promise you into late 2024 or maybe into 2025. It just depends on production ramp up. It depends on consumer demand and how much these things are going to be selling. So I've kind of criticized the Cybertruck as a fail in some ways, right? It's just very, very expensive compared to what we were expecting. That's Elon Musk's fault. He should not have delivered pricing 2 to 3 years ago when he revealed the truck. That was his main downfall here with the Cybertruck. Other than that, it's going to be perfectly capable against its rivals, I think. You know, I would still take a Rivian if I was doing off-roading. I think the Rivian would kick its ass with the quad motor setup. And F-150 is going to be more affordable if you want an electric pickup truck. Plus, I haven't even talked about what else is going on. Well, Lordstown is dead at this point. You have the Silverado EV pickup truck. They'll be entering the market in the next year or two. I think that's kind of a moving goalpost. You have Canoe, which is, I want the Canoe to be out, but I don't know if they're ever going to see retail. It seems like they're almost commercial only. You have the Sierra EV and then the Ram Revolution. The Ram Revolution is going to be the most desirable electric pickup truck because it's not only electric, it's going to have the V6 on board for a range extender. And you'll be able, maybe you won't have the cruising range of a traditional gas truck because this thing is going to weigh crazy high amounts. And I haven't updated this spreadsheet since we've heard about the V6 as a range extender. But this is if I was getting an electric pickup truck in the next few years, it would be the Ram Revolution 1500 with the V6 range extender on it. I don't care about the frunk. I want a more usable vehicle and what it's designed to do, and that's a truck to tow things or to haul things around. So prove me wrong. Let me know which one of these pickup trucks on the list that we've just dusted on over today, which one is the most interesting. The budget end, it's going to be the Lightning. If you want all eyes on you, it's a Cybertruck. If you want the best and money's no option, it's going to be the Rivian. In theory, right? I don't know about reliability. I wonder, we don't know the reliability on the Cybertruck. And Rivian just got hit pretty hard with Consumer Reports. F-150 is probably the safest bet in terms of reliability currently. But let me know if you're waiting for a Ram Revolution or a different pickup truck, or you're waiting for electric pickup trucks just to make sense to even consider buying one for your purposes. If you're towing stuff, electric pickup truck, you're just making your life way more difficult than it needs to be. But I'm going to shut it down there. And there's going to be a lot of comments that I can't wait to read. If you made this far in the video and haven't hit the like button, I would appreciate that. I also appreciate the paying members on the channel. Thank you guys for supporting me during the holiday season. And all of you guys just watching this time of year helps put presents underneath the tree for my kids. So I appreciate you guys. Have a great one. Signing off from the Cybertruck. I don't think it's a complete fail, but it is a disappointment based off of what we thought it was going to be priced at, most importantly. Have a good one, guys.